Assembly, my senior colleagues, the Tenyimi Union Dimapur President and their colleagues, and my senior leaders from different tribes, and all of you, especially the youth. Today, I feel very privileged to stand here to share a few thoughts with you. Ama Naga chairman pura Naga speak will be ina pande Naga speak kobaniki will be I will be little more comfortable to speak in English. If it is inconvenient for you, please bear with me. Today, as I come to the program, I can see the motto Ancestral Fraternity, which really strikes me and which is the need of the hour to discuss today. Taking this opportunity, Aji boy, when we see the Naga society, we are passing through a very challenging period and a very crucial period. Aji Naga situation, Manuva it will be hard, difficult, no will be negative opinion mind. I want to urge upon you that this is an opportunity for the youth to learn many things. And only as a human being, if we are to become strong, if we learn things, if we learn difficulties, if we face difficulties, then only we learn things. So I think this is a very important time for the youth to learn many things. Aji, God has made us as a race, as a Tenyimi, as a Naga. अपनी नागा फर्स्ट क्लास से सेकंड क्लास से कला से बुगा से ईसा से वेस्ट से नॉर्थ से वन हो तो Nagas are one from the beginning till now. We are one, we have been one, and we have to be one. Very unfortunate that some people are trying to divide amongst ourselves. It is not just the GOI, Government of India, the other people are trying to divide us. It is within the family who are trying to divide us. So today, the role of the youth, the role of the Tenyimi is that we should be strong, we should know our history, what, how and where we have come from as a family. Therefore, today, taking this opportunity, I urge upon you seriously that we have to live together to survive as a nation. Thank you.
And definitely we should think about this and put into implementation. Thank you so much, sir. Now,
our special guest, Azo Ji, I'm respected American Women Organization, etc., etc., and etc. And my dear tribal leaders and ladies and gentlemen, once again, ईश्वर की दुनिया बाकी आसे आरो আজি আমি Tenyimi Union first session আজি আমি কি ইয়াতে লোক পালো ईश्वर वाला प्रोग्राम आसे मिले আমি विश्वास একটা ধমর রাখি আছে ইতু মাজুকে আমি কি লাগা সিনিয়র লিডার একটা দিকে না আমি কি ভাগ কথা হুনাবো কারণে আপনি কি right person choose করনা যে আমি কি মাজুকে আছে কোনা কি আমি আখা বিশ্বাস করি আছে my dear youth apni can pillar of the tribe apni can asate youth ami ke sob jane ase Dimapur ekta Naga city di anytime anything happen ahi jai situation para ini gai holi holi ga ami ke majuni Tenyimi brothers ekta youth organize korigena aji niga program thakibo para kane beshi dongor isoro ko dunia badi ase aro apni kani youth yate ami kan kiman ami kan Tenyimi youth alag alag tribe para miligena ekta mon ekta heart ekta than ekta bhavna ekta korigena ami kan aji niga thaka to ishor apni kan blessing dibo ঈশ্বৰ হে আপুনি কেটা ফৰ্মেশ্যন কৰিব ঈশ্বৰ হে আপুনি কেনে লৈ যাব আমি কেন ইউথ একটা অর্গানাইজেশন হৈ কিনা আমি কেন মানুহক কাজা কৰিব মানুহক মাৰামাৰি কৰিব তিনিটা নহয় বলি একটা ইউনিটি কম্পেয়ার টু সিচুয়েশন তে কি হ'ব লাগে কিন্তু আমি কেন অলওয়েজ রেডি থাকিব লাগে আমি কেন সব জানাই আছে যে ইউনিটি ইলেকশনটা হে আছে আৰু ডিমাপুৰে ইলেকশন আহিলে ইউথ itu ada kami kan jadi UFB election homotibi Java Timan you can come for kami kami nijur face kora is as a committee election kora DMC election kora kami kan Tenyimi Youth Organisation Timan apni kan pehle liga na thaka ke dini Timan muduk korina Timan kam korina is apni kan lokai bill request kora do Dimapur nisna dido এতিয়া ইউএনপি ইলেকশন আহিলে কি হলিবি নিজৰ মানুহ নিজৰ টেনিমে মানুহ এইটো ভাবনা কৰি কিনা কাম কৰিলে ভাল হ'ব না কি বুলি আমি ভাবনা এইটো জানাই দি আছে পাৰ্টি ইজ সেকেন্ডাৰী বাট নিজৰ মানুহ নিজৰ টেনিমে মানুহ এইটো মন্দিৰ ৰাখি কিনা আমি একজনে কাৰণে প্ৰাৰ্থনা কৰিলে ডাঙৰ হ'ব বুলি আপুনি কেনে আশা জনাই আছে প্ৰথম দিমি নাম নাই বলি হো আজি জানা নিচিনা আমি কি সময় দিয়াৰ কাৰণে বেছি খুশি পাইছে শোরুম না থাকি কেনা একটা এনেকা সময় মাগি না পাতো বিয়া আছে বলে নি নিগা আমি গেট টু গেট এনেকা লোক না পা কাৰণে এটা আপনাকে লোক একটা কিনা ভাবনা জানাই দিলে আমি খারাপ হইছে আজি আমি কি টেনিমে ইউনিয়ন প্রেসিডেন্ট ইয়াতে আছে বুসাই ভাইতো itu টেনিমে নে itu Tenyimi Union laga আমি কিমান দুখ আমি লাভ সময় দি itu কিনিকা আমি খান পাতা বনাইছে কিনিকা ঘৰ বনাইছে আমি সিনিয়র লিডারশিপ আহিছে আমি বিশ্বাস আছে আমাৰ Tenyimi Union প্রেসিডেন্ট একদম ইয়ং ধন্যবাদ একদম টাকা থাকা মানুহ আছে আৰু তাতে আমি Tenyimi গাড়ী ভাল প্ৰজেক্ট আৰু ভাল প্ৰগ্ৰাম আৰু কৰি যাব পাৰিব বুলি আশা আৰু তাই লোকক ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰি আছে ইনে Tenyimi Youth Organisation Tenyimi Women Organization, Tenyimi Student Organization, সব তাতে আমি মিলি কিনা কিনিকা আহি আছে আৰু এনেকা ভাল গাড়ী ভাল হ'ব বুলি এইটো বি জানাইছে আমি বেছি দিন কথা আছে লগলৈ থাকিলে একটা দুটা কৈছে তো মন্দিৰ ৰাখিবি কিবা গলতি হ'লে মাফ কৰিবি ঈশ্বৰৰ নামতে থ্যাংক ইউ ভেৰি মাচ খুব না
The chairman of today's program, our Tenyimi Youth President, Tenyimi Angami and his colleagues, Tenyimi Youth Unit Presidents and their colleagues, our President Tenyimi Union Dimapur and his colleagues, Tenyimi Women Organization President and colleagues, G.K. Rengma, the Vice President of Naga Council Dimapur, President Western Chakasang Hobo and his colleagues. I'm not familiar with all the presidents, but I'm very sure that other unit presidents, Tenyimi unit presidents are also here. That's why I acknowledge you. The fourth state, that is the press and media present this morning, and my dear Tenyimi youth brothers and sisters present here this morning. First of all, we must at all costs give thanks and glory to our Almighty God for bringing us together in such a manner to create unity and strengthen our brotherhood. Any community, any unit without a youth force will be very hard to survive in a cosmopolitan city like Dimapur. Dimapur is a cosmopolitan city as well as the commercial hub of Naga. A very competitive city does not belong to any particular tribe. It is a city which belongs to all the Nagas. And all Nagas must see that equal share, be it in leadership, be it in funding, be it in development, is shared among the Nagas. Dimapur itself is a mini Nagaland. If there is peace and unity among the Naga brothers in Dimapur, rest assured that will spread throughout Nagaland. But any form of disunity or trouble in Dimapur that will break Nagaland and it will shake Nagaland. So Dimapur is one very important city for Nagas to grow in unity and strengthen our brotherhood. For the consumption of the press and media, I need to give one very important, very brief political statement on the recently declared NDPP and BJP alliance. While congratulating the NDPP and BJP for their alliance, and also while wishing them the very best and while wishing them well, I would like to make the NPF party stand very clear that we stand by our commitment for an early solution and not election. We are committed to solution and not election. In case election is imposed and held, the pressing need for an early solution will still continue. So therefore, NPF will still stand by our commitment. And even after election, a similar form of all-party government may be needed. And therefore, NPF will continue to pursue that in the greater interest of the Nagas. Now, coming to the formation of our Tenyimi Youth. As our friends have stated, it is the need of the hour. I'm happy to see that the Tenyimi Union is growing, because previously I was made to understand that we had 10 tribes, but now we have 11. Slowly, I know it will grow further. Therefore, I want to welcome our Ramani brothers, Chakasang brothers, Rengma brothers, Zelen brothers, Romai brothers, Mao brothers, Ochiri brothers, Omai brothers, Impui brothers, Maram brothers, and Tangal brothers to this union. At the same time, as I stated, I want to congratulate the Tenyimi Youth Organization for its formation and for its holding its first general session. Today, the crowd is pretty large, but in our next session, we must make it compulsory for each and every tribe, the bigger tribes to come in 500 numbers, the smaller tribes 200, 150, and so on and so forth. Because the more we gather, the more we come together, unity is created. The more we are parted, the more we fail together, unity breaks up. And in a union, it's very important to see the interests of the minorities. Dimapur is a complex city. It's very complicated city. It is very hard for any individual or small communities to survive until unless you find a union where you can breathe, where your interests can be protected, and you also protect your other brothers' interests. Our GK Rengma has rightly stated, please remember, we're not forming this union to fight with other Nagas. No, we're not forming that. Nor are we forming this on political lines. Tenyimi unions and Tenyimi, today's union that is being created, should never be formed on political lines. They should not be inexistent. Yes, the time may come. There is a time for peace, there is a time for war. At that time, we may need to protect our own interests. Of course, a time may come, which is very rare chances in this well-developed, advanced world. But mind you, we're here, we have created this union because of our bloodline, because of our roots. We have the same roots, we have the same bloodline, and therefore we are blood brothers. Therefore, we have created these Tenyimi unions to protect our interests. And while protecting our interests, we should not try to encroach in other tribals' interests to hurt their feelings, to create disunity among the Nagas. We should not do that. The larger interest we should protect is the Naga interest. While protecting our interests and creating unity among us, we must envision it, broaden our wings in order to create more unity among the Nagas and strengthen the brotherhood of the Nagas. That should be the main purpose. Of lately, I have seen some tribal leaders and legislators trying to promote tribalism, which is very sad. This shows their narrow-mindedness. Nevertheless, just because a fellow friend is narrow-minded, we shouldn't be narrow-minded, we should be more broad-minded. We should focus on the entire Nagas. Not only Nagas of Naga, but Nagas of Arunachal, Nagas of Manipur, Nagas of Assam, or Nagas in the rest of the world which is being spread out. So our sole and main intention of creating this union, Tenyimi Union, should be to protect the interests of the Nagas in the larger interests, and not cow down to our own interests. Now, as I stated earlier, even among us also, we have major tribes like Angami and Chakasam here, or Regma, Zeleng, maybe medium tribes here. But we have minorities also among us in Nagaland. In your state, in Manipur, you may be majorities. But when you come to Dimapur, when you come to Nagaland, our brothers like Mao, or Pochiri, Omai, Impu, Maran, Tangal, all these may be minorities here. So the larger tribes should try to protect their interests also. Not look into your own interests only and use the smaller tribes to protect your interests. No, we should not do that. The larger tribes should try to protect the minorities. Then there will be cohesiveness, there will be peace, tranquility, unity among the Tenyimi brothers. But if the larger tribes always want to use the smaller tribes to protect their own interests, then there will come a time where this union will be of no use and will disintegrate and go extinct. So with these few words, I would not like to further ponder upon, because I know a human mind, when we are hungry, we are not in a stable mind to listen to long lectures. So I'll not bore you with my long lecture, but I wish the Tenyimi Union, that is the youth organization, the very best in the future endeavors, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Azo, for this wonderful and your wisdom. Now I would request our Vice President, Mr. Alonso, to please come and pronounce the vote of thanks.
Leader of MPF, party. Organization, give things guys a time to arrange the can chair a lot to take hands up the arrange Western Trust.
Thank you.
Sir, Ajila program la opode amela viewers kangi alap janai diu.
Ajila program ase Tenyimi Youth Organization Dimapur. Itu from kurigine itia 7-8 years ho jese. Holebi iniga general session lobo kurigine aha time de COVID-19 karne amhan lobo para nai. First to second term de itu mohan constitutionally we extend our tenure through the approval of the executive meeting. Ina hoine second tenure to cholagina aha time de the same thing happened that consecutive year itu COVID-19 la lockdown to iniga ha do amhan aru extend kuro para nai. Iniga ahigine olop time pa time de mohan kuri dibo koine babishele itu zeleng aru sema laga bitore olop jamala hwa do itu time de mohan aru itu charibole napara hoi jese. Iniga tana tani kurigina ha do ajidu ki holebi itu nakurile iniga office to hall kuri thakile to nahobo kogina amhan aji itu tara tari program nishina holebi weather bi iniga time de gorom time de hall kuri ase ki karna sole to mohan Tenyimi youth la welfare garne itu banai di ase itu program de host kuri aji ki holebi tala system ekta thik thak suru bara rakhile piche karne bal hobo kogine itu babana garne amhan aji itu hoi weather to itia summer time de gorom ase holebi mohan Tenyimi family in general itu ekta bal age bal wara jabole karne itu program do host kuri dise aji laga program de attendance to amhan itu bara bishi expect kuri ase holebi due to financial constraint mohan itu bara bishi kuribo kolebi amhala capacity la opore jaigine itu kuri bole na pare itu ane amhan ki ase ki pare itu bara he kurise nohole to in Tenyimi laga population Dimapur de Sessio gole to bishi ase mohan sob ke ahibi koine generally youth member pura ahibi koine matiane mohan tribe wise the number digine matishe all of major tribe khange 20 to 15 aru minor tribe khange to etu 5 jon holebi 10 jon holebi ahibi koine itu he matishe ki karna sole kwa nishina ki holebi arrangement de etu expenditure to incurred ho jai to itu karne amhan ekta hisab te kurise aha din de aha salfene ishwarbara rasta khulishe aru manuhan thik thak thakise din khan thik thakise kule do ekta bal general meeting ekta to general session ekta to organize kurubole babana dase
Sir, the Ajila program de kiman da tribes kan aise.
aji program de registered de note kura nishna hole to tribe to sub present ase Dimapur de amahan na matia temne nauthia do minor tribes khan do youth body na thake komba do tahala representative he amahan lode thake example like Impui Marang aru Thangal recently itu aha khan itu han ase to tahan do youth body bi nai major tribe khan do Angami Chagasan Zelian Rongma iniga manu population olop bishi thaga khan do nijorla tribe laga youth body to ase tahan logode coordinate kurubole aram ase holebi youth body na thagala tribe khan minor tribe khan do tahan youth body na thaga do mahan coordinate kurubole olop digdar pai thake holebi kwa nishina tahambi tahange kwa nishina aha din de to tahambi to youth body to from kurubo kwa karne itu he from kurile to coordination do olop arambara jabo koine itu he bishas ase
Itu karne aro meeting do na
meeting to lobo mohan itu mobilization process to poila kina suru korise itu to will carry on itu na charibo youth body to strong guru bole aru manohan sob thik thak ekta voice ekta unity kurine ekilo kore jabole karne itu mohan ki holebi ki pare itu to mohan kuri jabo age debi
Sir, the man jana da aji do Tenyimi Youth Organization the first time as a program organize kora.
hoi itu first ase amhan itu banners te first session koine likha nai ki karne sugule to sob manula bhavana alag thake poila Tenyimi Youth Organization Dimapur koine komba self style bara form gurise ta khan do পইচা বিচাৰিবলৈ কাৰণে ফৰ্ম কৰিছে এইটো ক'বলৈ মন নাই হ'লে সঁচা কথাটো এইটো আছে এইটো সান্দো পেৰেণ্টছ বডি লগতে টাই আপ কৰি কিনে কৰাবি নাই মই সান্দো ফৰ্মেলি TUD পৰা আমাহাংগে চেলেক্ট কৰি কিনে আমাহাংগে ইনষ্টল কৰালা বডি আছে তো পইলা তেনিমি বডি একটা আছে গইনে কোৱা খান্দো তাহান্দো কোৱা নিচিনা পলিটিচিয়ান খান লা পিছে নহ'লে কয় পইচা পাই এইটো খানা পিছে বিৰাবলৈ কাৰণে ফৰ্ম কৰালা থাকিছে এতিয়াতো এইটো খান্দো কোনোবাটো জিন্দা আছে কোনোবাটো মৰিছে এইটোলা বডিটো কোৱা নিচিনা তেনিমি জেনেৰেলি এইটো ৰিকগনাইজ কৰালা বডি নহয় এইটো কাৰণে এইটো লগাহে আমাহান এইটো ফাৰ্ষ্ট ছেশ্যনটো এইটোহে আছে
Sir, our future day, our organize corona na kuro.
কৰিব এইটোতো
After kiman years like gap.
এইটো পাৰাতাপটো 1 year এবাৰটো থাকিবলৈ প্ৰগ্ৰাম আছে এইটো কাৰণে পাৰাতাপটো এইটোতো কৰিব নহ'লেতো একটা 10 year এবাৰটো যে হ'লেও কৰিব এইটোতো থ্যাংক ইউ
Motion, top JEE and NEET coaching institute of Kota, is now in Dimapur. Faculties study materials and test series from Kota directly. Now students from Nagaland can raise their preparation level right here in Dimapur. Admissions open now.